Biologists stocked a lake with 300 fish and estimated the carrying capacity, the maximal population for the fish of that species in that lake to be 7,700. So they put 300 fish in there. They're thinking the most that that lake can handle is 7,700. The number of fish doubled in the first year. Round all answers to four decimal places. So meet the size of the fish population satisfies the logistic equation. Boom. Determine the constant R, solve da da da. Okay, so there's a logistic equation. Here's the notes. So when you have the logistic equation, you have the answer solution right there. So we just have to match it up. So let's do that. So the solution is P T. Okay, so the solution is P of T equals, and what is it? It's a KP0. KP0 over P0 plus K plus K minus P0 e to the minus RT. Okay, so there's the solution. We just got to identify the different things involved. So it tells us that stock the lake with 300. So that's P0. That's the population at time zero. That's 300. So that's 300. P0 is 300. Where we get that. K is that other number. K is the carrying capacity. It says it right there in the notes. K is the carrying capacity. P0 is the initial population. So the carrying capacity, K is 7,700. So that goes right here, 7,700, and up here, 7,700. The only thing we don't have is R. We're supposed to find R. So let's put this stuff in first, and then we'll see what we can do. So we say, okay, we have what? 7,700 times 300, or 300 plus 7,700 minus 300, e to the minus RT. Clean that up a bit. So what's 7,700 times 300? I do not know. Desmos knows. Where did my Desmos go? I must have clicked it off. So, Desmos. All right, 7,700 times 300, is that what it was? 231 with four zeros. 2,310,000. 2,310,000. 2,310,000. 2,310,000. Over 300 plus 7,700 minus 300. What's that? 7,400. E to the minus RT. Okay. All right, we get some big numbers here. So now, how can we find R? Well, they told us one little important phrase. It said the number of fish doubled in the first year. So that means when you plug in one after 1 year, plug in one, the number of fish doubled. Doubles, that mean doubled. Well, there were 300 fish initially. That means there's 600 fish. So P of 1 after 1 year must have been 600 fish, right? And so plug that into the formula here. Oops, that was a mistake. 2,310,000. 300 plus 7,400 e to the minus r times 1. So I can solve this for r now. How do we do that? It's a little easier said than done. Put this over 1, go diagonal, diagonal. So I'll get 600 times 300 plus 7,400 e to the minus r, the 1, r times 1 is just r, equals, this times this. So that's just going to be 2,310,000. Okay, divide both sides by the 600. Trying to solve for r here. Divide by 600. So then we get 300 plus 7,400 e to the minus r. What is that divided by 600? I don't know. Desmos knows. I'll take that answer divided by 600. It'd be 3850. 3850. 3850. Okay. So now subtract 300 on both sides. Boom, boom. 7,400 e to the minus r. 3550. 3550. And then divide by the 7,400. We're getting close. It's a lot of work. I don't know if I'm going to calculate that. I was going to leave it be for the moment, I think. Got e to the minus r. Well, how about I'll cut off a zero on the end of it? I can do that at least, huh? 740. Okay, so now what do you do to solve for r? We're trying to solve for r. Um, right? That's what they asked us to do. We're going to do natural log on both sides. Natural log, natural log. Remember that? And these cancel. So we get minus r is natural log 355 over 740, and then divide by -1. Boom, boom, r equals. So natural log 355, let me write that 355 over 740, natural log divided by -1. Let's go to Desmos. So natural log, go to the functions here. There it is, natural log. What was it? 355 over 740. And then divide by negative, so take answer divided by -1, just switches the sign to positive. 0.7345, 0.7345, 0.7345. That was a bit of work, wasn't it? Did we get it right? 0.734532. That's right, we'll put on those as well. Okay, and now it says, okay, and then write out the solution. Well, there it is. We've had it all along. You know, they made it a little different, but you can just type, you literally can just type this in and put in the R value now, and it'll take it. I know they wrote it a little different. They did a little dividing, but don't worry, don't let that bug you. Just here, I'll write it out for you. So now here, I'll go back. So we had the solution, P of t equals, I'll show you what I mean. Right, we had it right here. 2,310,000. So it's 2,310,000 over 300 plus 7,400 e to the minus, and then r right there, 0.73452. A little bit better. T. So there it is. That's the same. We just found out what r is. And so there we go. So how do we do that again? We just said, well, that's logistic equation, and the notes right here give us the solution to the logistic. So we just identified what this was P0, this was K, plug those in, P0K, P0K, and we get the equation like this. Then we had to solve for R, and how we do that is because after 1 year, the population doubled from 300 to 600. So we had 600 equal to this with a 1 plugged in 1 year later. We cross multiply, divided by the 600, got down to e to the minus r, natural log both sides, divided by -1, there's r, and then put in the r, we've got the equation. And so there we go.